All right, how much are these going for? $180? I'm actually okay with that. All right, guys, so here we are finally talking about the highly anticipated, at least for me, Air Jordan 34, the brand new flagship model from Jordan Brand. Here they are in all of their white, black, and red glory. It just feels right to pick up the new Jordan in this kind of colorway because it reminds me of the good old days. But I'm really excited to talk about this because there's some great encore potential here. I love them visually. But as you can tell by the intro of the video, I'm gonna specifically be talking about the $180 price tag that these have and why I think that's actually a fair price for these. But before I explain myself, we gotta give a shout out for our sponsor for today's video, Otis. Now, Otis is an app that allows anyone to invest in alternative assets like art, comics, and even sneakers for as little as $25. The idea is to democratize access to alternative investments because everybody has their thing, right? I mean, for me, it's clearly sneakers, but for you, it might be art, comics, or other grail-like items. Whatever it is, Otis allows you to invest into things that you both love and understand. Assets such as an OG pair of Air Jordan 1s from 1985, Nike Air Max, or even the Incredible Hulk issue number 181 are made available to invest through drops where you can actually buy a share in that item. But unlike investing into a company that you know nothing about, Otis allows you to invest into things that you just get. It's a pretty cool idea, so if you want to check it out for yourself and check out all the future drops, you can do so for free by downloading the app with the link in the description box below. I wonder if I have anything that would be worthy of the Otis app. Probably not, but you never know. All right, so let's get back to the Jordan 34. Now, like I said earlier, these are gonna run you about $180, which if you take a look at the market, that is on the higher end of the spectrum. I think the LeBron 17s cost $200. So while these aren't as expensive as the LeBrons, $180 is still a hefty price tag, and I can totally understand why that might be a major turnoff for people looking into this sneaker. But I'm gonna try to explain to you why I'm actually okay with the new Jordan being an expensive sneaker. Ever since I was a kid, buying a brand new Jordan was always an event. I mean, I would get really excited, I'd get butterflies in my stomach. It was actually a thing that I remember still to this day. And as an adult today, when I went out to buy this sneaker, I still got some of those feelings. It's not the same, of course, because I've matured, but I still got this kind of epic feeling that I was buying a sneaker that if Jordan was playing today, he would be in this shoe. I mean, I think people forget to realize that if Jordan never retired and he was playing in this upcoming NBA season, the Air Jordan 34 would be his signature sneaker. And I don't think we take it seriously anymore like we take other signature sneakers because of course Jordan is retired and he's not playing. But when you remind yourself that this is still a continuation of the signature line of the greatest player to ever play the game, that gets me excited. And that's why I think I want my new Jordans to be on the higher end of the price spectrum because there is a prestige that comes with these signature sneakers. I mean, Damian Lillard could never get away with selling a $200 sneaker like LeBron because while I love Damian Lillard, I mean, he's my favorite player in the league right now, he's not LeBron James. LeBron is one of the greatest to ever play the game and he still is the best player in the league, I think. But when you talk about a guy like Michael Jordan, he's clearly the greatest to ever play the game, retired or not. So I actually do want to live in a world or a universe or a dimension where the Michael Jordan signature sneaker is on the more expensive side of things. Because whether you like it or not, if something has prestige like a pair of Air Jordans does, it's gonna cost you. And if you wanna get something cheaper, unfortunately, it's not gonna be a pair of J's. At least the flagship Jordans. I mean, you could get some cheaper J's, but you know what I mean. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that Jordan Brand could price their sneakers extremely high just because of the name, Michael Jordan. I do think they have to back it up with the tech that they put inside of the shoe, or at least with the visual design. I mean, just put some thought into it. And while Jordan Brand has had some blunders in the past, like the Air Jordan 30, Fortunately for Jordan Brand, the Air Jordan 34 seems like the visual design had a lot of time put into it, and they also packed this thing with a ton of tech. The forefoot has an incredibly large zoom unit, while the heel has a large volume hex unit, and both of these units are connected by what I think Jordan Brand is calling the Eclipse plate. I don't know, it's in the middle of the shoe, and it's basically an evolution of the flight plate system that we saw in models like the Air Jordan 29, which was, or still is, my favorite basketball sneaker to ever play basketball in. Now, on top of that Eclipse plate looking extremely cool visually, I mean, just take a look, guys. You can see right through the sneaker, and if you look towards the forefoot, you can actually see that large zoom bag for yourself. And I think this is pretty cool because it just shows Jordan Brand is not trying to hide the tech here. You can see it for yourself. And of course, it goes with the whole trend these days of the deconstructed see-through look that the off-white sneakers have pretty much mastered. So it's cool to see it implemented here in the Jordan 34. But besides that Eclipse plate visually, it also serves a purpose performance-wise. Now, I haven't played in these yet. I'm going to play ball tonight. However, I did walk around in these in the house, and I have to say that Eclipse plate adds a ton of smoothness from heel to toe, and it also has a little spring in my step when I step off. So that is very exciting news, and I cannot wait to see how it all performs on the court. The new Jordan is back, baby, with some high tech, and that's got me very excited. Now, there is one important thing that I want to mention about this shoe, and that's the fit. Now, I did try a size 10 on, which is a half size below my normal size. And while they did fit, I did think it was too tight of a fit just all around the shoe. Technically, there was no dead space or pinching. It wasn't painful. I just feared that with these thin materials, if my foot was slamming into the front of the shoe or the sides of the shoe, that would cause some discomfort or give me some blisters. So I decided to go with the 10.5, and while I did have some dead space in the forefoot, it wasn't bad at all. And I actually enjoy that kind of fit because, like I said, I do not want my feet to slam in the front of the shoe. So hopefully this lacing system locks me down very well to keep my foot from sliding within the shoe. So my recommendation is, of course, try these on because, again, guys, these are a high piece of basketball performance footwear, and you're gonna wanna make sure you get the right size so you can experience all that this sneaker has to offer. But if you can't try them on in store, I totally get that. I would just go with your true size, like I did. Now, if I had to pick one thing that I'm not a huge fan of with this shoe, it's totally a nitpick, but if I had to pick one thing, the materials for $180 are just a little underwhelming. Now, I don't have a problem with the mesh upper that we're getting on the forefoot and the midfoot. I think that makes sense performance-wise. It's light, it's breathable, I get it. It's the rest of the materials like this pseudo premium suede nubuck hit on the medial forefoot, the tongue, the eyelets, the heel tab, all of these fake synthetic leather hits would have been so much better. It would have been so much more powerful if Jordan Brand went back to their roots and used actual premium raw materials in these areas. I think that would have blended high performance tech with that light mesh as well as premium lifestyle feel with raw materials instead of these synthetic leathers that we got. So for $180, I think Jordan Brand could have went the extra mile here, but as we all know in this world, beggars can't be choosers. So look, at the end of the day, I am very excited for the Jordan 34. I can't wait to see how they perform on the court. There will be a performance review, but I'm mainly just excited because it seems like Jordan Brand is going back to making high performance footwear, which I think when they do that, Jordan Brand is at their best. I don't think they should be trying to take a nod to the past. I mean, it's cool, it's awesome, it's fan service, but to move the brand forward, to stay relevant, sneakers like this are what Jordan Brand should be focusing on. So again, guys, $180, it is expensive, but in this world, in this universe where Michael Jordan is GOAT, it makes sense. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel because there will be a performance review on the Jordan 34 in a couple of weeks. Make sure you have that notification bell rung so you don't miss that video. I'm literally going out the door right now to play basketball. In fact, hold on. What time is it? Oh my God, I'm late. I gotta go. I'll see you guys. Comment, subscribe. Thank you.